This morning did not go as planned. My first attempt to enter the water didn't really work. Expecting a fairly straightforward cold dip. I came here, but the moment I stepped in, something felt off. If you're new here, this channel follows my quiet exploration of cold water along the Danish coast. Different places, different conditions, and how each experience feels. If that's something you're curious about, you're very welcome to subscribe and follow along. Today, I had to adjust. And in a way, that became the most interesting part of my session. The air was around 4 degrees Celsius, which is around 39 Fahrenheit. But with the wind, it felt much colder than that. Almost like the temperature was sitting below freezing. The place looks really well structured. It's my first time here. There are multiple ways to reach the water. Different ladders, different levels, different distances from the shore. Others are slightly protected, depending on where you stand. There are also small practical details. Places to sit, basket to leave your clothes. It feels like a place people return to often. And it's the first time I get to experience such a place. I chose one of the ladders further out. The water there becomes deep very quickly. At first it seemed like a good option. I thought I could reach bottom like I always do. But once I entered, I realized I couldn't reach the bottom. And immediately everything felt different. Less stable, less controlled. It's easy to assume that all entry points feel the same, but they don't. Standing back outside, I realized I had not taken enough time to observe. It didn't go as I planned. The cold was there, but that wasn't the problem. It was the lack of grounding. In the end, I didn't stay long. did not feel like the right way to enter the water that day. And sometimes, small details change the entire experience. When I usually manage to focus fully, this first dip did not help me to focus at all. So I moved to another ladder. Closer to the shore. Where the water stays more shallow. This time, I could feel the ground under my feet. And just like that, everything shifted. The entry felt slower, more controlled, more intentional. I could finally relax in cold water. The water still felt very cold. Even colder than what I've experienced recently. Maybe it was the wind. Maybe just the conditions of the day. But once inside, the body starts to adapt. And the cold becomes something you move with, rather than something you fight. Being able to stand there really made a big difference to my cold dip session. To pause, to breathe, and to stay present in the moment. I had not really thought about depth this way before. But it changes everything. Not just physically, but mentally. When your feet can't reach the bottom, I can guarantee you, your focus shifts really quickly. And you become more alert, more reactive. But when you can stand, the experience becomes more grounded, more stable. You can actually enjoy your cold dip. It creates a completely different relationship with the cold. And that's where you can as well build resilience towards the cold. Each place along the coast teaches something different. Sometimes it's about the wind. Sometimes about the water itself. And sometimes it's something as how shallow the water is, or not. It reminds me that the experience always starts before entering the water. Observing. Understanding where you are. In the end, this session today felt more complete than expected. Not because everything went smoothly, but because it actually didn't. A small adjustment changed the entire experience. And this is why I think those moments are very interesting. I came prepared and everything changed. Each place, each day, each condition, always slightly different. If you enjoy these quiet explorations, you're very welcome to subscribe and follow along. I'd appreciate any like, comment. I'd love to hear about your experience in cold dipping. And if you don't, I'd love to hear your thoughts about those moments. By the way, I'm just an ordinary guy that really happens to love the cold and the water. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next episode.